closely grouped. The white flag up, under orders. Several appeals. $50 more turns. Comes in now, and they're away. And as they come to the first, Sandalzon and Lazarevic, $50 more. Tom's Little Owl. Santafi on the inside. Points past, jumped it last. They're all safely over it. Racing to the second, Sandalzon and Lazarevic disputing it from $50 more. Santafi, King or Country, Henry Kissinger and Tom's Little Owl. Bishop's Bow. As they come to the third, going a real good gallop, Lazarevic lands in the lead from Sandalzon, $50 more. Henry Kissinger, King or Country and Santafi just in behind them, and they're followed by Bishop's Bow, and then Mari Adventure, whose lad, incidentally, Carl Llewellyn, has won the prize for the best turned out horse, judged by Terry Wogan and Colonel Piers Bengoff this afternoon. And Lazarevic and John White leading him from $50 more and Sandalzon. Just in behind them, Henry Kissinger and Tom's Little Owl and King or Country and Santafi and Bishop's Bow and Mari Adventure. And behind them come Punentis and Points Pass. Greenways is the back marker now. Over the fifth, Lazarevic from $50 more, Sandalzon, Tom's Little Owl, King or Country, Bishop's Bow, Henry Kissinger, Little Bay, Points Pass, Mari Adventure, Punentis, and then Greenways. That was the sixth, and all safely over it. Coming to the fence, that'll be the last on the next circuit. And Lazarevic taking him along at a cracking gallop in this Kennedy Construction Gold Cup as they begin to run uphill. $50 more is in second. Then Henry Kissinger and Tom's Little Owl and Sandalzon, King or Country, and then Punentis and Little Bay, and then Santafi on the inside. Behind them, Bishop's Bow, then Mari Venture. Then on the inside is Points Pass, and last is Greenways. Running down to number 8, Lazarevic. From $50 more, Tom's Little Owl, Sandalzon, Henry Kissinger, Little Bay just in behind them. Then comes Santafi. Running to the water, number 9, Lazarevic from $50 more, Tom's Little Owl, Punentis up there on the inside, Little Bay going very well just in behind the leaders. Sandalzon also, this is the first of the ditches. And they're all safely over that ditch. Still Lazarevic in the lead. They've got 7 to jump. Another plain fence. Lazarevic in the lead from $50 more. Punentis and Little Owl. Tom's Little Owl. And then comes Little Bay. Just behind Little Bay is Sandalzon. Then Santafi. Behind Santafi is Mari Venture and Henry Kissinger. The final ditch now. This is the last ditch. Lazarevic lands in the lead from $50 more. Punentis, Tom's Little Owl, Mari Venture and Little Bay, and behind them Sandalzon, Santafi, racing to the top of the hill, 5 left to jump. Lazarevic lands in the lead from $50 more. Punentis, Little Bay has moved into 4th with Mari Venture a very close 5th. Then comes Tom's Little Owl. Behind him is Santafi. Behind Santafi is Greenways making ground. Losing ground is Sandalzon. Behind him is Henry Kissinger. Behind Henry Kissinger is Points Pass. 4 out. Lazarevic lands in the lead from $50 more. And a faller there, Mari Venture. And Mari Venture gone there. And as they run downhill, it's still Lazarevic from $50 more. Then comes Punentis and then Little Bay, and these 4 a long way clear of the still improving Greenways. Racing towards the home turn now, Lazarevic, who's made all the running so far, from $50 more, and Little Bay breathing down their necks in 3rd. A gap then to Punentis and then Greenways, who's still improving. They're racing towards the second last now in the Kennedy Construction Gold Cup, and it's $50 more, and Lazarevic being tracked by Little Bay. $50 more over on the far side. The Zarovich on the near side. They land in unison. Little Bay goes through the top there and loses impetus. They're racing to the final fence now. $50 more over on the far side. On the near side is the Zarovich. Then comes Little Bay. $50 more landed in the lead from the Zarovich. Little Bay still improving though, just in behind him. It's $50 more from the Zarovich and Little Bay as they race into the closing stages. It's $50 more from the Zarovich and Little Bay. They've got 20 yards to run. It's $50 more from the Zarovich and at the line. $50 more is the winner. The Zarovich is second and third, Little Bay. It's going to be very close for fourth, with St. Taffy just getting up to head greenways. Behind them, Tom's Little Alan, Henry Kissinger, and behind him came Punentis. Behind Punentis with St. Alzon, then King or Country. Behind him was Points Pass, and then Bishop's Bow. And so the result of the Kennedy Construction Gold Cup, first number one, $50 more, owned by Sheikh Ali Abu Kamsin, trained by Fred Winter and ridden by Richard Linley. Second was number 6, the Zarovich, owned by Mrs. Judy Henty, trained by Nicky Henderson and ridden by Mr. John White. And third was number 2, Little Bay, owned by Mrs. Stuart Catherwood, trained by Gordon Richards and ridden by John Joe Neal.